All right. I think we're live now. Oh,
not really live.
too fast. There we go.
We're not really
Messenger.
live.
We're live. We're recording.
I mean, we're live right now, but
well, we're not streaming live.
I know. By the time people hear this,
yeah, we a couple
we're gonna
weeks.
Be dead.
Who's gonna be dead?
We're gonna be dead.
We?
Yeah.
Why we? Why
Fine,
can't
I'll
it be me?
Be dead. I'll be dead.
Welcome to your Worst Neighbors podcast with Jorge Sanchez and your co-host PX Floral in the house.
Hello. We're still neighbors.
We're still neighbors.
We're real neighbors. In case anyone's
we're
wondering.
neighborhood. We're in the same barrio.
Yeah, I didn't say next door.
We're in the same block.
I didn't say next door neighbor.
We're in the same.
We're in the same neighborhood.
Borough.
We're in the same neighborhood.
Neighborhood,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
In our lovely semi-gated community.
Not really gated.
Gated.
So it's cement
community.
Fence.
So today, 100% with the folks. I'm kind of low energy tonight.
Yeah, me too.
PX Flow.
Yeah.
I just got off work. And PX's life,
Is in
beating her
shambles.
ass right now. So we'll do my best. And plus, I'm dieting, so that doesn't help either.
What?
So yeah, I'm trying to.
Are you eating like rabbit food or what?
No, I'm not dieting that hard.
Oh, are you just not eating like fast food and stuff?
I'm trying my best to not eat bread, and I'm trying my best to not.
No pasta.
But you know what? If I do eat it though, I try to make sure it's early in the day, so my body's using it as
Digest
energy
it.
and
Yeah.
digesting through the day.
Okay.
So I'm just trying to eat more vegetables and more fruit. I guess
That's good.
rabbit. I guess you're right. But rice is okay. So I can eat rice.
You can eat
anytime.
rice. Okay,
Yeah.
tortillas and stuff. Just bread. They say bread's really actually bad for you.
Bread. Well, especially
corn.
if it's processed bread, it's a lot of sugar too.
Yeah.
So and then tortillas actually not that good for you either. Tortillas,
What?
yeah. So a lot of the diabetes that happens in Mexico is due to the tortillas. Yeah. So they try to limit people to like 2-3 tortillas.
No one has invented something else that's similar to tortilla. How about like naan?
Well,
Same thing, naan?
Well, they got like flour tortilla.
How about naan?
Naan. Again, it's
I love
bread.
naan bread.
It's bread. Bread's bread. I mean, if it's authentically done like at home, then yeah, I'm sure you're good. But if you're buying naan or any kind of bread from like
Which I do
from the
because I
market,
can't make it. I don't make it.
But you're like skinny and short. Like you need all the calories you can get. Me, like I have too much calories.
I'm not skinny.
Yeah.
But I am short. Yeah.
You're skinny.
You don't know what you're talking about. For my size, demographic.
Do you feel like you have dysmorphia? I feel like I have
think I
dysmorphia. I feel like
And it's not even just body dysmorphia, like brain dysmorphia, like some
brain dysmorphia. What's that?
Yeah, like with the thoughts in my brain, it's just like, what am I thinking? Like what?
That's just crazy. That's not dysmorphia. What do you mean?
Like it's
Actually,
stupid.
I'm gonna
like
look-
it's like look up the word dysmorphia. Like you think it's.
I want to know if brain dysmorphia is a real thing.
I don't think it's a real thing. I just made it up. Oh, look at it! It's popping up though.
Oh yeah, it did pop up. No, it's body.
Right there. What is a dysmorphic brain? That.
Body. Oh, it's related to your body. Well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So your brain is interpreting your body as apparently not reality.
Right.
Like I look at myself, I'm like, oh, what a tub of shit. Then other people are like, no, you look fine. I'm like, they're lying to me.
Oh God.
Don't lie to me.
You're being dramatic.
Only to myself.
To everybody, middle child.
But yeah. So
I think everyone has a little bit of depression. Everyone has a little bit of body dysmorphia. Yeah.
you know what's kind of crazy?
What?
So the reason why I'm dieting is because I thought maybe I was being pre-diabetic because
Well, that's funny. That's the reason why that everyone thinks. Usually ends up.
I feel
changing.
because for some reason, like throughout the day, in the middle of it, I'll get so fatigued that I'll get like brain fog.
That sounds like you have low iron. Do you have low iron?
I eat everything at the time. So like, I don't know if it's iron, maybe. I eat a lot of meat though. So I don't know.
Yeah.
But what's crazy was like, I was like, maybe it's maybe I'm getting diabetes. Maybe it's like blood sugar drop. And then I look online and there's a lot of people complaining of the same symptoms.
Yeah, it's because of what we were eating. That's honestly
No,
what it is.
they're saying it's a recent thing that ever since the solar flare, conspiracy Jorge right now.
What? Oh, yeah,
Ever
I like conspiracies.
Because do you remember those solar flares that hit us like really hard in the last couple times?
No.
You were not aware of this?
No.
Girl, oh my God. So recently we had some pretty big solar flare storms.
And where did they go?
They hit the planet Earth, but we're protected by our magnetic sphere.
Okay.
It's like the sphere protects us from like all the radiation in space. Scientists knows it's there. Scientists don't know why it's there. To this day, they do not know.
Well, yeah, so we can exist out in the universe. That's why.
I'm just saying.
Created.
I'm just saying.
Molecule. The Earth, planet Earth is just like a molecule.
It just tells you how special Earth really is, because we're being protected by stuff that we don't know why we're being protected by.
But I'm sure there could be the same thing happening in other planets.
There's not one planet right now that has the same.
How would we know? We can't even travel there in time.
Well, as of right now, we just haven't found another planet.
Any life form.
We found planet with traces of life, such as like water and such, but not the same.
Which planet is that?
There's a moon off Jupiter.
See,
Europa.
That's what I'm saying. We haven't actually gone to the planet Mars. I know we've been to Mars.
But what I'm trying to explain to you is that they don't have the radiation magnetic field around it.
Oh, those other planets.
Yeah. So to this day, like it's called the Goldilocks theory, because Earth just happens to be the right amount of distance from the sun and just the right amount of protection from radioactivity in space to have life. It's still a big mystery.
Or bacteria.
But back to my point is that when we get those solar flares, the magnetic field protects us.
Oh, so that's why we weren't worried about it.
That's why we don't worry about it, and that's why you can see the Aurora Borealis.
Like the northern
green,
lights.
The northern lights.
Yeah.
So those northern lights are solar flares.
Oh.
Yeah.
But we couldn't see them over here, right?
Well, recently
some people could, like from Washington, Oregon.
Well,
there.
The recent storm we had, people saw those Aurora Borealis.
What?
Like,
you sure it's not
in
aliens?
the Midwest? No, it's not aliens. This is a natural. It happens in space. It just tells you how vulnerable we are. We just get hit by the right solar flare, and it could really destroy all our electronics and communication.
Wow.
But the thing is that recently we got hit like a couple times hard. So our protection was overloaded.
Oh, okay.
And people are saying that possibly it's messing up with our bodies on a cellular level, because we're just getting exposed by a lot more radiation than usual from space, which is why people are experiencing more fatigue, are experiencing.
You know what I think it is?
Fog brain.
Yeah, because we got hit by those flares, right? Because
I'm like, the fog brain I've been getting was not natural.
Yeah, and I gained weight too.
Well, possibly. Yeah, maybe it's related. The solar flares made you eat food.
No, I'm not even kidding with you, because this was like within the past 60 days, right? Within the past 60 days.
Last couple months.
Okay, and you know what I think? I think is the perfect combination, because supposedly we know so much about these other planets. And one of the planets, not even one of the planets, the moon that surrounds the planet, we found water, right? I'm thinking because our planet is covered in water, whatever that is in our planet is what's helping with protecting all the radiation and all that other stuff. That's my theory. I don't know if that's... I don't know if anyone has thought about that, but that's what I think. Because you can clearly see the water on our planet.
Right. Yes. You're correct.
You know what I mean? Yeah. I don't know if someone had a telescope. Can they see planets? Can they see, you know what I'm saying? Does it look like Earth? Are there like little lands that you can like actually see? Or is it just a dot and you're like, that's Mercury, you know?
Yeah. No, you can be correct for sure, 100%. You know what's so funny? As much as we know a lot about astrophysics, like space and planets, there's a lot we don't know, even within our own planet.
Yeah.
So that theory of the oxygen in our water contributing to our protection and atmosphere could add to the magnetic fields helping us, for sure. So I'm not doubting UPX. I think it's definitely an interesting theory.
Yay, you heard it here first. In your worst neighbors. Like,
I just heard a crazy ass theory.
What?
Though.
Say it.
I haven't researched this. So I don't. Okay. I'm talking out of my ass.
I made this up. Like, this is the only thing the science.
No, but you put two and two together.
Yeah.
And what I'm telling you, it's a possibility.
Yeah. We should talk to a scientist. We should invite him in as a neighbor.
Do you think we get a scientist on our podcast?
Yeah, we can, because I know a scientist.
But
He's a blind scientist.
Well, we need to tell them that not to listen to our previous episodes.
Why?
Because I don't want them to be like, oh, they're just. I don't know.
No, I don't think they're gonna care.
They're not gonna care.
Yeah, because Bhavna.
We're like,
not Bhavna.
I mean, we're saying fuck
not
shit.
Bhavna. Bhavna's a female comedian.
PX, let's be honest.
What?
We're comics.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Will scientists respect us?
Yeah. Because this guy's a comic.
Oh, it's a comic.
He's a comic. He just started doing comedy,
and
he's a scientist.
The reason right now, when you just told me he's a comic, I don't see him as a scientist no more.
I know.
I'm like, this guy's a dummy just like me now.
Yeah. I can't take his real job seriously.
Right.
Yeah.
What kind of scientist is this person?
I don't know. He's from Stanford though.
Okay, that is.
So, I'm trying to think of his name. It's I shout out to him because the first time I saw his set, he fucking murdered it.
Oh yeah, was he talking about science stuff?
No, him being blind.
He's a blind scientist? Come on.
Yeah.
He's a blind scientist.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I mean, there's not that many of those, right? If I type blind scientist, will you pop up?
If you type in blind scientist, I don't know if he'll pop up.
Do you think they'll fuck with him at the lab?
Bhavya, that's what his name, not Bhavna. Bhavya is his name.
Should we put it out
shout
there?
out to Bhavya. Yeah, because he's doing comedy right now, and he's really funny.
Right, but he's an open micer, right?
Yeah, he's an open micer, but he's a scientist.
I'm just saying, I don't want people to be like, hey, you just got mentioned randomly at this podcast talking shit about him.
I'm not talking shit.
I am.
Oh yeah, let everyone know he is the worst neighbor.
We've already
been canceled. We've already been canceled before even asking. I'm gonna ask him.
What's he gonna do? Make me more blind? Fuck on my prescription?
Yeah, he might have superpowers like that. I hope he does.
Oh, blind scientist.
I want to be like me.
Right.
See, blind scientist women is the first thing that popped up.
Who are the scientists with visual impairment? Well, that's pretty cool. Is that him?
Nope, that's not him. But that guy looks like he is blind. Yeah.
Interesting. Wow.
That says Greg Williams. Look at that. Scroll up right there. Greg Williams, chemist, independent science. I was just thinking about it because we have a comic named Greg G. Williams. And
this nurse guy.
Bhavya. Yeah, check him out.
Yeah.
He's in the comedy scene. He placed in the Rooster Teeth comedy competition. So
how much should we respect that title?
I respect his jokes. That's what I do. I respect his jokes.
Yeah.
And they're very clever. They're very well written. And I'm just kind of like, this guy is going to go like on America's Got Talent. Then he's not going to be a scientist anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he's
we should
dope.
have him on.
Well, yeah, we should.
And then we could do a good trivia. Audio trivia.
Audio trivia.
Right?
Okay, that'd be cool. Yeah. He has a handler, not a handler, but his friend that he brings along with him. I encouraged him to do stand up too. His name is Mario.
Yeah.
So he did it too. And I was like, yeah, Foxtail giving birth to comedians.
Did he roast his patient?
No.
No? Okay.
No. He didn't. They're not mean to each other.
They're not? Oh, there's not like no resentment? Like
No. But Bhavya, you got to hear him. He's really good.
Yeah.
And I joke around with Alvin because Alvin is also a blind comedian,
Right.
from Stockton, and I've been telling both of them.
You got competition now.
Yeah, I told both of them. I was like, "Hey, Bobby, there's a comic out there in Stockton. His name is Elvin, and he's blind too." He's like, "What?" And I was like, "I'm gonna invite you guys to the show, The Fight." And then I told Elvin the same thing. I was like, "Hey, there's a new comic in town. He's blind too." And he's like, "What?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna invite you guys so you guys can fight."
Do you think
like a battle?
Do you think like disability comedians are as competitive as like other comedians? Like
Yeah,
when it comes to
100%.
race and stuff.
100%. I think I give way more respect to comedians with disabilities than regular comedians. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
but do you think they're competing against with each other? Because like sometimes like, oh, there's another Mexican in the lineup. Is he that funny?
Yeah,
I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
sure. Yeah, I'm sure. Or maybe not. Maybe they're not arrogant like us or narcissistic like we are. I mean, it'd be nice to have more Filipinos on my show.
Filipinos.
Yeah, Filipinos, Asians.
Yeah.
Women.
Yeah.
I want to do that more. Which I mean, I pretty much do. It's always a mixed up lineup.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Let me ask you something. I'm going to pivot to our first topic because we're talking about comedy shows.
Yeah.
Do you ever? Because there's a video I'm going to show you of somebody's experience at a comedy show, and I just want you to look at it from the lens from a host.
So wait, are they talking? Is this an audience member talking about what happened at the show?
Yes.
Okay.
And it just tells you that sometimes you're focused on the show that you don't know what the person sitting is going through. And I'm going to share the video right now to give you some context. So there was this woman who got invited, who was feeling kind of down. So she decided to go to a comedy show to meet some people. And here we go. Let's see if I'm going to make sure I got the audios level. And I think it's hilarious, but you let me know from your perspective.
Let me see.
And it's kind of long, so we'll break it down.
Can we speed it up?
Or anything on the internet, so this is
crying
a
already.
new one for me. I guess I need
She's already
girls to
crying,
rally
yes.
with me and lift me up because I feel so defeated right now.
Now, right now, off the bat, you're like, this is some serious shit, right?
Yeah.
I've been trying to meet someone, just anybody worth my time for years. And dating apps are so awful. I don't need to explain to you how awful the dating apps are. So I've been trying to meet people in public, and they're still trash when I do randomly meet people in public.
Okay.
But tonight takes the cake. Last week, I was like, I'm part of an app that you can basically get invited to these events, and there was a comedy thing coming.
Right. Like, so sometimes I promote shows on those apps. Like was it Meetup?
You can. Oh yeah.
All right. Have you ever promoted your shows on Meetup?
No, but I heard it's good.
Yeah.
It's a
So
good turnout.
just people just like her who are like, you know what? I just want to go out, be part of a community, go to events
Yeah,
together.
I've heard of them.
Yeah.
I've helped with some of those events.
Coming up, and I bought a ticket, but maybe I'll meet people here. Maybe I'll meet a guy, or like just meet people in general.
See, first mistake. Would you go to a comedy show to meet a guy?
No, I would not.
That like I could become friends with, and then who knows what could happen. And let me just tell you how this went. I show up. It's a limited seating. Get there first. Like it was like an open bar, and in my head, I'm a prompt person.
It's a bar comedy show. Already a red flag. She's going to meet people. I mean, which could be good. It's a bar. That means anybody could show up.
Aren't you found out on Meetup?
And she like a date, like an app similar to Meetup. Mm-hmm. So, and again, I feel bad because obviously it's more than just companionship. She in general is feeling lonely. She's just trying to meet new people, which I feel bad. Mm-hmm. But going to a bar comedy show, you're taking a lot of risk with you.
The scenario changed in my head.
And so I got there like 20 minutes beforehand, and I happened to be the first person.
She came 20 minutes early.
Oh no.
Is that good or bad as a producer when you see people coming in early to a show? That's kind of good.
It's good.
It's good. All right.
Mm-hmm.
There. Okay, kind of weird, but okay. They tell me, since it's an intimate thing, try to sit in the front row because it's going to be hard to get people squishing through there, and it's a sold out show. Okay, that's fine. I sit in the front row, and it's about showtime, and I'm realizing like nobody else is in the front row. It's just me. Everybody's like filled in the back, like every row's filled with all the couples, of course, and then it's just me.
So they tell her because she's early to get a front row, and nobody sits next to her. But you know what? But you any thoughts so far before I go forward?
No, I want to finish the video.
Now, as a host, how would you approach this? You see a young lady by herself, front row.
I don't know. I would ask her if she's waiting for anybody.
Okay, all right. I think most hosts would. I think most hosts would be like,
Yeah, are you waiting for a party? You know?
worst case scenario, somebody would kind of roast her for it, maybe.
It seems like she's going to get roasted.
Okay.
I guess people, like some people had, I mean, of course, some people are going to drop out and not show up, but the host of the show comes up to me really quickly and like mouths thank you for like sitting in the front row.
Oh, no.
To go up front or go up onto the stage and pointed out, like, had everyone clap for me for being brave enough to sit in the front row, and like that was fine. Like,
Just put her on the spot, you know?
You know, people are afraid to sit in the front row, and I was kind of excited for it when I thought there was going to be people there.
Yeah.
And it was just ironic that like the reason I was there was to meet people, and it was like I was a piranha.
I think she meant pariah.
So she informed
Not the
Val
actual
that,
piranha.
like, I was safe from being picked on because
What does pariah mean?
Sit there and
Just like, someone to laugh at, like,
Oh,
yeah.
kind of bullyish. Okay.
Well, keep in mind, so far it's been supportive. They told her to clap for her for being in the front row. Like the
I know
host,
comics.
the host is trying their best to. They think they're making her feel better by pointing out that she's by herself in the front row, then have everybody clap for her for being brave and sitting in the front row, and she's just taking it like, oh, they're making fun of me. Like they're. I don't know.
Not yet. I mean, is that what happens? It sounds like that's what happens.
So, like, the next few comics come up, and they both kind of point out, like, are you waiting on people? Or, like,
That's exactly what you said.
Here? And I'm, have to admit, like, no, I'm trying to meet people.
Aww.
And, again, they're nice. They're not being mean to me about it, but it's mortifying. It's mortifying. And then another comic comes up, and again, it's just like,
I'm just laughing because
She knew she was going to sit in the front row, but she didn't know that no one else was going to sit next to her.
so far you hear the story, right? Mm-hmm. Why is she crying?
Well, I don't know. Probably because she was humiliated.
you're pretty, but, like, and it's just, yeah. So by the end of the show, the lady comes up and says that they normally do a raffle to win this prize because it was kind of at like a boutique type thing, but instead of the raffle, she's going to give this thing filled with stuff to the brave young woman who came first and sat alone in the front row. And then she had me introduce myself. What's your name? Anya.
Oh, no.
And, like, everybody's
clapping.
as if, like, brave fucking me.
Well, that is brave, though.
And she tells me to make sure to give my email to so-and-so to get, like, some gift card or something. And, like, this is all in front of everybody. And I just, like, I know nobody's sitting there like, oh, my God, look at this girl. But, like, it's just... Like,
humiliating.
Feels like such a slap in the face. And I'm not even mad at the comics. I'm not even mad at the lady. Like, I would probably think the same thing. But, like, just for this point in my life, like, it just feels like, Jesus.
Okay, I think I can stop it for you.
She needs to be a comedian.
So at first I was like, "Oh no, were the comics mean to her?"
No.
Like no, but when I was watching it, I was like, "Oh no,
I thought
this
that
is
was
not
gonna
good.
happen too.
This is not good for the comedy community." I think I know what's happening, and sure enough, no, the comedians and the host went out of their way to make sure that she's somewhat supportive of her.
They even gave her free stuff.
They gave her free stuff, and yet she's still complaining about it. And I get it; she's heartbroken because
She just feels humiliated. That's what it is.
But here's the thing, like,
It's her own thing. It's nobody else.
but I wouldn't like.
You wouldn't feel humiliated.
No, it's not so much that. It's like I've done shows where there's one person in the front row.
Yeah. We've all done them.
I wouldn't think it was a bad thing necessarily.
Imagine if all of them go home crying.
That's what I'm thinking now. I think we send people crying home for simply sitting in the front row by themselves.
I don't know. I don't think so.
You think so? Yeah, I don't know. Like I feel bad for her in a way. Like it seems like she just needs to find friends.
Yeah, she needs.
I think at the bottom, but at the same time, I think the lesson here is maybe don't go to. If you go to a comedy show, fine, but maybe don't go early because it's not her fault. They told her to sit in the front row because they told her it was sold out. But it's not. Us comics were lying, right? Sold out.
I don't say it's sold out unless it really is sold out.
I say sold out, and
now you can't even say sold out if it's free, which is stupid. But I guess that makes sense because you're not selling anything.
So she got told to sit in the front, to be honest. So it's not her fault 100%, but I was just surprised by her reaction for the whole night. And I guess, I mean, is it a humiliating thing? I don't know, but it's her experience.
I think based on how she's reacting, yeah, she feels humiliated. You know what I mean? Just like, here I am trying to avoid being by myself, and then I'm now by myself. And
being
I'm
celebrated for it.
Yeah, exactly. Like, look at her, she's alone, she has nobody with her, so... But then again, she's not mad at them. She's just mad that, she feels this way.
Yeah.
And it's sad. And it's crazy that she's beautiful, it's sad that there's people out there that feel this way. Like they are literally yearning for affection or a partner. You know what I mean?
I think. It seems like she's looking for. I feel my interpretation is companionship. Yeah. So, and I don't know.
Because she kept saying a guy. So to me, it sounds like she's looking for a partner.
Yeah. But then again, I don't know that history. I don't know what her type is.
I'm just basing it off what I'm hearing. Yeah.
I don't know.
It doesn't matter what her type is. All I'm saying is.
Some
video.
Some men and women are picky, and then they act like they're not picky. So it's like I don't know her story. That's what I'm saying. So
but from this video, she clearly is looking for a man.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what she's looking for.
Yeah.
She's looking for a man, and who knows what her type is? Doesn't matter what her type is, but. I feel bad for her because she's obviously going through an emotional wreck of being alone, which I don't know me. I love being alone. Like I won't go to a comedy show by myself. Don't sit in the front row. Fuck no.
Yeah.
I won't even do that at the movie theaters.
No, movie theaters I go in the front row.
Maybe a concert, but then everyone's in the front row. You know what I mean? A concert.
Right.
So.
Yeah, I think she just should have hung up at the bar.
Can we read the comments? Can we read some of the comments? Because I feel like the comments, people will be going to war.
This is attached to a post that says, "Forget the pandemic. There's a literal epidemic of women who cannot find anyone they want to be with. It feels like we were at the precipice of a radical new culture reality that's changing so fast that most people do not have a capacity to keep up." So what do you know what she's implying?
Yeah, that people aren't compatible with each other.
No, what she's saying is there's a lot more,
and the culture is adjusting based on that.
Well, there's statistics right now that younger generation,
they're not getting married.
Well, they're not dating in general.
Oh yeah, and they're not having kids either.
They're not having kids, but in general, they're not dating.
Yeah, because they're enjoying their individuality. Good for them. In Japan, they're marrying their best friends.
It's pretty bad in Japan. What do you mean?
But they're marrying their best friends. I don't know, and that's cool. You can marry your best friend, or you can marry your friend.
No, but I don't think you're reasoning my point. My point is that people are not really meeting each other. People are resorting to apps, and the people on the apps, it's not working out for a lot of folks because not the best people are on those apps. And on top of that is, I guess we could go this direction, but there's a theory that a lot more men are looking for women outside of the United States and not date American women anymore.
Really?
Yeah. Because they find that American women a little bit more difficult or not as traditional. That's a theory. But there's another theory of passport bros, right? You heard of those?
No.
Same thing. It's a guy.
Like mail order brides type of thing?
Right.
Yeah, okay.
So stuff like that. Let's see. I'm looking. But anyway, that's attached to that. Nearly 47% of all Americans say dating is harder today than it was 10 years ago.
100.
Which is ironic because the point of the dating apps, it's supposed to make it easier.
But it's not. It doesn't always work for everybody. That's why I hate social media and I hate using our phones so much because we're becoming dependent, right? And, and everyone's throwing these stuff, advertising everything through our phones, and then they're like, "This can help you. This can help you." It's literally ruining people. You know what I mean?
What do you think that is?
Society, like population. This is population control right now, as we speak. Because people are getting comfortable. Kids are getting comfortable living with their parents longer, right? Or being more independent, but not wanting to be in relationships.
They're saying that possibly why dating apps is not working is because it's gamified, where it feels like a game. Where you got a match, but some people are like, but maybe there's something better. Kind of like,
Yeah, that's why when people break up, they go back into the apps.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's why maybe people are not just as committed as before, maybe. Because they're like, you know what? I could just get a new person easily.
Yeah. Yeah, that could be it. It could be numerous amount of things. But I've been on a dating app like twice in my life, and I went on like maybe a total of 4 dates. And the last one of the guys I dated, it was the first and last guy I ever met, and went on a date with through an app. And I can't do it again. I'd rather be alone.
Yeah.
I think I've done my share of dating. And I am like these women. I'm like this woman, right? But instead, I'm happy that I don't have a partner. It'd be nice to have one, but I don't think it's required, and I think we should be able to normalize individuality. Like, why is it about marriage so much? You know what I'm saying? Like, before it was husband and wife, it was man and wife, meaning you were using women to fucking, oh, you can have this farm, you can have my daughter. You know what I'm saying? Like, so to me, marriage is just a piece of paper. That's all that is. Like,
Yeah.
I think people should just fall in love. Like, why are we making so many rules and more paperwork? They're doing paperwork on people here who don't want to be married. Like, I'm just like,
Yeah.
I mean, I get the research and I see why. And I think a lot of the points that you brought up are definitely like possibilities.
Yeah. Well, I feel like marriage and dating, they're similar, but I think there's a little difference. I think marriage, everybody has their own definition of marriage.
Yeah.
But I think mine's a little more traditional.
Financial contract.
To some, it's a financial contract. To some, it's like, honestly, before God, you're making a commitment. To some, it's a variety of reasons. Me, I'm more traditional. I like to get married. I just start a family. That's pretty much it, really. And just to find, but some people these days, because of the economy, people are just getting married for the tax benefits, for the financial reasons. And
then not having kids or whatever.
And not having kids. And all reasons are valid as long as both partners know what they're getting themselves into. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's ideal, but that never happens. I mean, the statistics, they say it's 50% of marriages end in divorce. I feel like that number's gone up since the pandemic, or maybe gone down since the pandemic, because less people were still cohabitating with each other, even though, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're going through a divorce or a separation or whatever. So.
Yeah. And as far as dating in Silicon Valley, I don't know, how's it been dating here?
I'm not dating out here, so
do you date techies? Is that even in your?
I don't think I've ever dated a techie.
Yeah,
but
I've gotten dates with a couple women that work in tech. They're all on Adderall.
Oh,
which is
so
not
they
fun.
Can focus. Well, were they not talking, or were they talking too much, or? Which I was going to say about the dating apps, because the last one of the episodes we were talking about you being on a dating app, and we're supposed to follow up. Did you ever go on any of those?
Not yet. It's not active. I should.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Fail.
But Adderall, one of the side effects of Adderall is feeling of talking of grandeur.
What does that mean?
Talking about themselves and what they do and
when you're on Adderall.
When you're on Adderall, but like you do it, it's like coke. It's essentially like crack. It essentially is
really?
meth.
I know, but
it's
I thought it was different. Meth. I thought it was different because it helps you focus.
It's literally a type of meth. It's a type.
No way, but it's given to people.
So it has meth-like side effects in tech. So I'm like, I don't think it's gonna work out.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Are they openly tell you they're on the Adderall? Is that how you know?
No, and you can tell they're pretty. I wouldn't say shame. It's not the right word for it. They told me in is it privacy or like in a down low, like they're taking Adderall. Just full disclosure, I do take Adderall. So,
but 3 of the women said that to you.
It's just like 2, wasn't 3.
Okay, but that's interesting that they're open about it.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Just good. I don't. But hey, I'm sure.
I mean, people like to smoke weed. They're making 6 figures. They're making 6 figures.
See, weed I can handle. Weed is like we chill, we relax. Adderall, it's like they're on the go. They're talking about money. They're talking about fucking.
Maybe
whatever.
They're looking for the person that will help them get off of it. I don't know.
I don't know about that.
I can't do dating apps, which is very interesting statistics since there is more resources for people to meet people. You would think that those people would be getting married.
Yeah.
And they're not.
Well, they're saying it's affected. At first, it affected a lot of men. But like I said, a lot of men are resorting to being passport bros and to building relationships on the computer. And it's more women now who are being more. There's a bigger population of single women.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
They have standards. I feel like they have standards. Women have standards too. Well, and I think the same
men
thing
should
with
have standards. Both parties should have standards.
Both parties should have standards. But I think with women, they've been in such traumatic relationships where it affects their future relationships.
And there's another thing that before political view wasn't that big of a deal. Now it is. That's something to also think about. Is I think on a political level, your views are much more prevalent now when you're meeting someone for the first time, and instead of getting to know the person, the minute you know what they're
telling everything.
Well, the minute you know what the politics, you assume you know them already.
Yeah.
Which could be,
I don't think you should talk about politics when you're going on a date.
I try not to.
Yeah.
But some people do ask.
Yeah.
And I just like,
And then that's
I'm in the middle.
That's a wrecking ball once they start doing that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yep.
All right. Ready for the next subject, which is still about comedy?
What's the next segment?
In the world of comedy, there was a comedian in Spain that got punched in the face.
He got Will Smith.
Worse.
Chris rocked.
He got punched.
Oh, he didn't get slapped. Okay, was it an audience member? An actor? What was it?
No, it was a comedian. But
But who did the slapping or the punching?
Let's find out.
Oh, God. This is in Italy?
No, Spain.
Oh, Spain. Sorry.
Hold on. I just want to make sure.
It's an ad.
Hold on. I want to make sure I have the raw video.
Oh, my God.
All right. Maybe this is the raw video.
There, the comedy Madrid.
Descended into chaos when an enraged father stormed the stage and punched comedian Jaime Caravaca after he made disturbing pedophilic comments about the man's 3-month-old son. Footage captured the irate dad, identified as Alberto Pugilato, confronting Caravaca over a tweet sexualizing his infant child, shouting, "Say it to my face, you piece of trash." As Pugilato rained blows on the comedian, he yelled, "Do you think my son was going to eat a black man's D? K at 3 months?" The shocking assault occurred after
I shouldn't be laughing.
Caravaca
Hold on.
posted nothing can prevent the possibility that he is gay and gets tired of sucking black sea.
All right. You get the point.
Wait, who's getting tired of sucking black sea?
So basically, on Twitter, the weird thing about it is on Twitter. You know, I figure people are anonymous, but I guess they were having an exchange on Twitter, and the comedian was talking shit about him and his baby. Oh, no. You know, and the father looked for him. Like he tracked him to his next show he was performing, and that's where he punched him. He confronted him. Well, that's what I'm saying. This is kind of like whose side would someone choose? Because this guy, his point is that he's a father protecting his son, but it's a comment online. Do you think he still warrants?
I don't think anyone should put their hands on anybody. That's my first thing. And second, like stuff online, I don't think that it should cause any violence on some people, especially if it's like a joke, right? But at the same time, there's a boundary, and I mean, I feel like only pedophiles will think that's funny.
What?
Like whatever joke that he made about his 3-month-old son, like that's not funny. Why would you involve a 3-month son about sucking your dick? Like that's.
What do you mean only a pedophile find that funny? I don't think a pedophile find that funny.
What?
What are you talking about?
I said if you think that's funny, I feel like it'd be a pedophile. A pedophile would think that's funny, like or maybe they like
I
like
think
the
it's
joke.
funny. I'm not a pedophile.
I don't think it's funny.
Here's my point.
You're right. You're probably not a pedophile, but I'm just saying.
But here's my point: is that what this comic did was over Twitter. So for me,
it shouldn't be taken that seriously.
First of all,
but you should. But as a comedian
hear
in
me
person,
out. So as a father, if he beats him up for talking that shit in person, I get it. I'm with the dad's side.
yeah, but he went there.
The only issue I have is I wish the dad could have done it when he's off stage. That would have been better. But that's just my personal taste. But I have no problem with his dad saying, "This fucking guy's talking shit about my kid. I'm going to go beat him." And I'll say, you know what, dude, as a comic, if I talk shit about a guy.
Kind of deserve that ass beating, right?
Because, here's the thing. And I think a lot of comedians, they hide behind their social media. So they think they could just talk shit to anybody.
I don't even think it's just comedians sometimes. I think it's just people.
Well, for me, most of the people I follow on social media are comedians.
Yeah.
And there's a certain amount of comedians that just love to talk shit online. Just love it. And I'm like it's not my thing. I'd rather not be confrontational online. I'd rather be, if it's confrontation, it has to be in person. Where,
Well, that's why he came over there.
Yeah. So the only issue I have is I wish the father would have taken this outside. Because for me, I'm looking at this as a show producer. I'm like, oh, I wish this just ruined my show. I just wish this could have happened outside before the show started or something.
Yeah, and I don't know if that guy is still going to be doing that show.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just. I don't know. I think people should pick and choose their words, but if they're making it into a joke, okay. But
that's the problem. When you're doing it online, you don't know what are statements, what are jokes. Like if it was between me and you could tell when I'm joking.
I mean, there's just, I feel like there's just certain things that should be off limits. Like we can't say the N word. You know what I'm saying? Like
unless
you can't say the R word. Unless you are of that. I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
So there are exceptions then.
Yeah, you know, but still, like, yeah, no one should be talking about someone's fucking kid. Like, you know what I mean? Keep my kid out of your fucking mouth. So that's just my opinion. If someone was talking shit to me about a kid, I would fucking report them on the social media. That's the only thing I would do. That was the worst that I would do. I would not fucking come on. Now, if someone said some shit like to my face, that would be a different fucking story.
Yeah, and for me, that's the preferable.
Right.
Mode. But because
like if I was even in the audience, not knowing the context of this whole dilemma, let's just say this assault happened, I'd be like, man, whatever he fucking said was pretty fucked up, you know, for his dad to come out here.
On the other side, this comedian is a fucking bitch. He's bigger than the guy.
I know. I was just going to say that same thing.
The comedian's bigger than the dad, and he got his ass whooped. So I'm like, you bitch ass comic. You know, if you can't talk the shit and take the shit, and fight, don't be talking shit.
Yeah, don't
be talking shit.
If you can't get it, take it. Yeah. No, 100%.
So, is that your cat?
That's my dogs and my cats.
Oh, did the audience hear that? All right, do some plugs before we do our last part. What you plugging on?
Every first Sunday and Wednesday we have a comedy showcase. Sunday is at Foxtail in downtown San Jose. On first Wednesdays, it is at Casa Guzmania, also in downtown San Jose. And then every Monday, we have comedy night in Stockton with Ground Stack Coffee. So be sure to check that out. It's the only weekly mic that's going on in Stockton right now. So I'm pretty excited to be part of that.
Ground Stack?
Yeah, it's going pretty good. I mean, one of the things that I noticed a big difference is that a lot of the comics stay for the shows, and so there's been times where like the comics were the audience and they stayed, versus you come out here, they're just like, oh, bye, I'm going to another mic, you know what I'm saying, or whatever it is. But that's mad respect to the Stockton community out there. I think it's called Scam. I forget what their comedy group is called, but
Scam.
Yeah.
Okay.
SC. It's like Stockton comedians something.
Okay.
I forget what it is.
Cool.
But yeah, shout out to Stockton. They've been doing. They're good people out there.
How about your social media?
Oh yeah, you can find out more about my upcoming shows or get free tickets at pxcomedy.org. My Instagram handle is pxcomedy.
Awesome. And you can follow me at Jorge M. Sanchez on Instagram and on Twitter, South Bay Boy. Follow Your Worst Neighbors podcast. We're on all major podcast platforms and social media. I am no longer running the
Brandon Lounge.
But still go support them every Sunday, 8 o'clock.
I forgot about my podcast.
Took it over.
Yeah, I forgot about my podcast.
Oh yeah, you still play.
Yeah, Pretty Extreme Podcast. I record episodes whenever, so it's pretty depressing. Podcast.
All right. Let's see. Oh no, that's not the one.
What are you doing?
All right. Last topic. Ready for it?
Okay. We had one more segment. I'm surprised.
I do not have the soundboard, but we're going to talk about aliens.
Aliens. Oh, yay.
I'm going to show you a video.
This is a PX Files segment?
This is a PX Files, but I don't have the PX Files music.
Oh, I think I do. I think I have it. Hold on. I actually have the sound of it. So I'm going to play it just so we can, set the mood for this segment because, I freaking love this segment.
Oh, do I have to call you?
No.
There you go.
Dude, that's crazy.
This is what happens when we don't have Schmitty.
See, I know we're using a phone, and I love that the sound so much. It's my ringtone. That's why Jorge said, "Do you need me to call you?"
We miss you, nope. Schmitty. Come back.
Yeah, I know.
What if I end the business? He's doing trivia on Tuesdays.
Oh, I don't know. But you know what I thought was kind of funny? I forgot what I was gonna say, but it was about.
It's been hilarious.
Yeah, it must have been. It just went out, exited my brain right now.
My
brain. It exited my brain.
Dysmorphia. Brain dysmorphia. What's the word?
Brain dysmorphia.
Brain dysmorphia. That's what PX just had. Yeah. All right. So we have a video that's coming out of. Where's it coming out of? It was caught on camera.
It's UFO with alien caught on camera.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it was in Latin America.
Let's see.
You know what?
I'm waiting.
Aliens love Latinos. That's what I'm recently been researching.
Aliens love Latinos. That makes sense because they're the aliens of
Oh, because they're the illegal aliens.
Yeah, there's some Filipinos too, but I feel like you guys have the title for that.
There's a lot of. No, I'm just saying, there's a lot of alien sightings in Latin America, like full on third encounter stuff.
Yeah.
So which is like interesting, because here in the United States we get crop circles, we get maybe a UFO here and there.
Because our government hides it.
But over there in Latin America, they see actual beings more often than not.
Yeah, because they don't try to hide it.
I'm just saying, it's just funny that in North America, it's like we see them, they're objects, but we don't see them as much. Anyway, so here's the video. I'm going to play
They
it for
like
you.
Mexicans, is pretty much what Jorge's trying to say.
No, but like all over Latin America, not just Mexicans. But yes, they do love Mexicans.
Oh, Latin America.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alrighty. So here's the video. Let's see if there's any audio to it. There we go. Check it out.
Is that the alien right there?
Do you see that?
Oh, shit, right there.
Yeah.
Did he make a fire? Is that his ship?
That's the ship, supposedly. And this is. It
That
looks
fake.
It looks like ET a little bit.
Oh, shit, he jumped in the air.
Yeah.
That looks fake. His, ship crashed.
Oh, it's in India. I was talking about Latin America. They look like Latin Americans.
You were way fucking off, man. Yeah. Whole different continent.
Well, you know what? They said that India and Mexico share the same climate.
Oh, really? Is it replaying again, or what's going on?
Yeah.
Or is it showing something else?
So what do you think? Fake? Has this been
looks
debunked?
Fake to me.
What about it looks fake?
The fire. I don't know. The spaceship. It just looks fake.
And then it just zips up into the sky.
Yeah, and then he just jumps into the sky like fucking Superman.
Like it got beamed up.
Yeah, and then it joop. Hurry up, alien. There you go. It goes into the sky. Like that camera, I don't know. That's someone's phone, right?
Mm-hmm.
And okay, why aren't you taking pictures of the fucking the ship? Right? Go down there and look at it. Go get some real video now. The alien left. You saw him leave.
Yeah. Let's see.
What's that?
So this.
Oh, it's him again. I'm over it already.
You don't think it's real? Mm-mm. All right.
I think it's real.
Maybe. I like to keep an open mind about it.
I believe in aliens. I just don't think that specific video is real.
Ah.
And the reason why is there's this app. It's called Movie Effects, and it was such a cool app because there were things that you could pay for to make it look like you're smashing on the ground. And again, this is an app, right? Mm-hmm. Or you can make yourself look like a fucking ghost. I don't know. There's
it's like a filter.
Not even just necessarily. Well, yeah, it's like a filter background, right? Mm-hmm. You can place as if you're in a fucking spaceship, but then you can also make the effects of you or you're running away from a fucking dinosaur, like that.
Gotcha.
Did you ever see the alien? Did we do the aliens over the strip club one? Didn't we do that?
No, what's that?
Look it up. Aliens over a strip club in Las Vegas. They said it's not, no one's ever explained it.
Is it like a UFO?
Yeah,
aliens?
it was a UFO. It was a UFO. Right here. Watch it.
Oh, wait. Hold on.
It's that one right there. One of those ones viral. Yeah. That's it right there. Watch it.
All right.
It's this. This is the one.
I mean, that's unmistakable. That
So-
is a UFO.
Where? I don't see it.
The world famous sapphire. I mean, there is something.
The red light?
Something
Oh,
round.
like
Yeah, the
that?
whole round
It's
thing.
red in the middle. There's these two white lights over here.
Like it's hiding behind the cloud.
Clouds,
There's
yeah.
some other lights right there.
It's like a.
And then
You know how there's like they always talk about ships
so
being
weird,
like.
the way that our lights shine up in the sky actually creates
Oh, it's moving too.
a
Yeah, actually, I can see it now.
effect.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like something up
It
there.
doesn't make that blinking anymore.
Now, do you think this is an alien ship or is this like a top secret government ship?
It could be. It could be that. It
Because
could be-
Nevada has a lot of
Area
secret.
51.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is so stupid because they've admitted that everything that they've done is, they've kept a secret and shit. So.
I have a little video of that too.
Oh, that's crazy. I've never seen that before.
Yeah. Yeah,
Well-
I seen that last couple years ago when it first came out. So, yep.
Well, there we go. Talked a little comedy.
They like Vegas too.
We talk about.
It's like Vegas.
Do you think they're among us?
Yeah. I think there's some underwater too.
Yeah.
And they're living
No,
off
but do you
the
think?
planet,
Do you,
you know?
think do you think they wear like human masks? Human.
Are they wearing like human skin, like being skinwalkers?
Yeah.
Possibly. That I could possibly. I don't. There's some crazy shit in this fucking world, and I think some people choose to not see it.
Is there like an alien culture or UFO culture in the Philippines?
I don't know.
Even the aliens are like, we're not going near the Philippines.
Yeah. No, I don't think so. They're more into like spirits and ghosts and stuff, though. Yeah, like old folk tales type of thing. Like there's like this one where it's like if you see like a bump on a hill, like a little hill, like let's say you're walking and there's like a bump and you're out in the province area and you see it, you can't step on top of it. You have to say tabe tabe po, which means like excuse me, and then you can walk around it, right? And they say if you walk on it, then you're gonna be cursed or some shit, or they're gonna get you or some shit.
Wait, what do you mean? There's a bump, like a hill?
Like a little hill, yeah, like a little hill. Yeah, I know. My mom used to tell me this shit. Yeah, superstitions in the Philippines.
I'm trying to see if I can find
10
it. I'm not
common
finding it.
Superstitions. Bad luck awaits you. Nope, that's not it. Chin in your hands. Nope, that's not it.
So it's about having good luck.
Yeah, we're cursed, maybe.
Just like a
Single
random,
forever.
like a speed bump.
No, not like a speed bump. Like a ground. Looks like a little like a hole, I guess. Not a hole. Like a hill for animals. Like you know what I mean. But it's not that. It's supposed to be like a
I can't find it.
superstition thing. I don't know.
I believe you, though. I believe you.
Yeah, I'll ask my mom next time we call her. Be like, Mom, tell her about the one, and then she's gonna be like, it's a lie.
What's a lie?
The whole story or something.
She made it
funny.
up?
Yeah, that'd be funny.
Oh, a person whose gums are black is a jealous type.
Ew.
I
feel like
think it's
that's-
gingivitis.
Yeah.
Maybe they're
Is that
jealous
what
of
it
your
does?
gums.
Is that what it does?
I'm just looking at Filipino superstitions right now.
Yeah, I know. I see that. But does gingivitis really do that? Your
Or
gums
something
turn
like
black?
that. After you see a shooting star, wrap some money in a corner of your handkerchief. Play a game of chance. You will win.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, when you wear clothes and discover they are inside out, it means you will receive money shortly.
Dude, my mom would say the complete opposite. She would make up some other shit. See, I don't know if I can trust any of these.
Okay.
I think every family like changes it, you know?
Okay. Oh, I like this one. Give a generous discount to your first customer of the day so your sales will increase for that day. It's like good karma. It's like putting in.
I've never heard of that, but that would make sense.
Yeah. Alrighty. Well, we're at it. I think we're ready to go out. Thank you again.
This was an exhausting one.
Was it? Did it feel like work today?
Well, you said in the very beginning when you started it off like that,
Yeah.
I was like, oh man, this is going to be a long episode.
Why?
You're
What
like,
did I say at the
I'm not
beginning?
feeling it. You weren't feeling it or something like that.
I'm
You're
just tired.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Aren't you tired?
Yeah, I'm always tired.
Wait, what do you mean? Like,
I think it's the Northern Lights that's causing all this,
it's something.
Yeah, not wanting to do shit. Like, I don't want to do shit.
No.
I don't want to do shit. But if anyone's hiring, I hope you didn't listen to this podcast.
All right, folks. We'll talk to you next time. Thanks for hanging out with us here at Your Worst Neighbors podcast.